anywhere, or to be in the hospital, then things, big things, small things happen. Wherever you go, welcoming the present moment is the practice that gives you access to the spiritual dimension, to that which is beyond the person in yourself. It seems too simple almost, but let that be your practice here. You may remember I mentioned it once or twice before. There was a Zen teacher, and a disciple came to him and said, I'm going away now on a journey for several years, and since I haven't made it, I've been in this monastery for 5 years and I still haven't got it. Can you give me some practice for my journey? And the Zen master said, okay, here's your spiritual practice for your journey. Come back in 5 years and let me know how it went. Wherever you are, whatever situation you find yourself in, whoever you are with, whatever happens, say, thanks for everything, I have no complaint whatsoever. Is that it? One imagines spiritual practice, some complicated meditation method that takes years to master. But no, he said, make it your spiritual practice to say, thanks for everything, I have no complaint whatsoever, no matter what happens. So if you miss, whether you catch the bus or you miss the bus, you catch the bus, say, thanks for everything, I have no complaint whatsoever. You miss the bus, thanks for everything, I have no complaint whatsoever. You're in a lovely hotel room, in a warm bed, say, thanks for everything, I have no complaint whatsoever. Or you're out in the cold with nowhere to sleep, oh. Then it not only gets more challenging to say that, but if you say it and you mean it, saying it is just words. But if you say it and mean it, when instead of being in a luxury hotel you find yourself penniless in the street, if you then say it and mean it, that will take you much deeper than being in a luxury hotel bed and saying, thanks for everything, I have no complaint whatsoever. That's relatively easy, although you might say, the pillow is not quite the way I want it. Okay. But it's relatively easy to say it, but say it when you're out in the cold, and you can't get a hotel because you don't have the money or whatever. There are no hotels, nowhere to sleep, cold, wet. Thanks for everything. Thanks. That's a sarcastic thank you. Thanks, God. That's just what I needed. That's not the thanks. That's not it. It's if you say thanks, which means a total acceptance of this moment, not a total acceptance of okay, I might as well accept it for the rest of tonight, I'm going to be out in the cold. You don't know. Maybe in a minute from now something will happen and you'll find somewhere, or somebody will offer you a place to sleep. It's just this moment. Thanks for everything is thanks for this moment. So, and thanks really here means a complete acceptance of this moment. And if you accept a moment that seems difficult to accept, that takes you much deeper than accepting a moment that's easy to accept. If you have a nice meal, you're drinking a cocktail, and then you've ordered the starter, which is whatever, let's say oysters, if some people love them, some don't, but that's a general thing that people think, oh, that's okay, and they can, thanks for these oysters, thanks for everything, I have no complaint whatsoever, thanks for everything. And then you go home and suddenly you feel sick in your stomach. So when you were eating the oysters, you had thanks for everything, I have no complaint, but what about now? because you ate too many oysters. So it's bringing your inner self into alignment with the present moment. A very powerful spiritual practice. Why is it so powerful? Especially when the situation is challenging and you still say it and you mean it. Because everything that